have head coach Fran McCaffery. Right here, freshman Dalton Scantlebury. At the end, senior Ethan Roberts. First note, the 119 points are a program record. Previous record was 115 set against Muhlenberg in 1969. We'll do an opening statement from Coach. We'll go to questions for the student athletes, excuse them, and then we'll start with questions for Coach. But Coach, if you want to start with an opening statement?
Yeah, very proud of the guys. Effort was there from the opening tip. I think a couple things. We got great performance off the bench from our starters as well, but everybody I put in played well. We set the tone with our defense. We got our break going, and I haven't seen too many games where we're in the bonus with 13, 14 minutes to go and a half. We were in the double bonus with more than 10 minutes to go. So we're driving the ball, doing a great job there. Shot 49 free throws and out rebounded by 30. That's a big number. And you do that by going to the offensive glass. So really proud of the guys.
Questions for Ethan or Dalton?
Ethan, can you talk about your overall performance tonight?
My teammates just found me. I just tried to play as hard as I could. Try to keep it simple.
And Dalton, how about your performance tonight?
Same thing, just finding me in the post, finding me in transition. That was the plan from the jump, and I think we all did a great job.
Quick note on Dalton, his double-double. Last player to have a double-double in his first Penn game was A.J. Broder at Robert Morris. Other questions for the student athletes? Yep, in the back.
For both players, what kind of preparation did you do going into a game like this? Because there's not a lot of film on Rowan.
Let's go with Ethan first.
Kind of just focus on us. Honestly, we're a relatively new team. I think like 7 new guys, and 2 transfers. So, kind of the story is just us trying to figure out how to keep getting better. But we had a little bit of film, so.
Yeah. Dalton?
And there's not a ton of film, but if there is film that's out there, our assistants are going to find it. And I think we did a good job from that front, getting all the film we could, having a pretty detailed scout on each player going in.
Jake and row 2.
One for each player here. Ethan, with you being the leading scorer this league coming back, do you think tonight can be a glimpse of how much better you can be under Coach McCaffery?
I hope so. I'm not really trying to think about that much. Just do my job best I can. I know Coach can put me in the right spots, and our team, it's like a dream of mine to be playing with these guys and for this staff. So I'm really just grateful going into each game. So, yeah.
And Dalton, for you, I got to talk to Coach over the summer. You said that in the offseason you were training with one of his former players, Cordell Penzel. What did Cordell tell you about playing for this guy?
He had nothing but good things to say about him. He definitely, I think he helped me a lot get in shape. I lost like 25 pounds because I knew we were going to run like a very fast-paced offense, and I needed to be ready for that. But he said that I'm going to love him, and that he had no doubt in his mind about that, and he's been exactly right.
Other side of row 2, Josh.
Dalton, Josh Rowan, City Basketball Love. What's sort of your mentality when you enter a game? What's sort of the first thing you want to bring to the court when you get in there?
Yeah, I think for me it starts and ends with defensive rebounding. And tonight the offense found itself too, but I think really going out there, crashing the offensive glass, that was a big mindset we had going in, and that was a focus point. But when I get in, I'm really trying to impact defensive rebounding.
How much of a confidence booster was that? You got to lay up quickly, you got to block quickly. How much did that sort of help you get settled in?
It was awesome, and the offense definitely helped. But I was just trying to focus the best I could on the defense because I know that's why Coach wanted me in, and that's why I tried to stay there.
Take 2 more questions for the players. Go ahead.
Dalton, you have a coach in Tristan Spurlock, who's also a big man. What impact has he had in your development so far and going out there tonight?
That's been absolutely huge. I've worked with him in the preseason. We're working together almost every single day. And to have a guy who's been that successful in my position, there's just so much to learn. And I've been very vocal about how helpful he's been in just adjusting to college and this whole process.
Last question here in front.
I have one for each guy.
That's fine.
Okay. What is it like? I guess. How is it like mentally having such an impactful first game?
It's great. Obviously, I love it. I'll go celebrate, have dinner with my parents, but clock strikes midnight. You got a game Sunday, and we're looking forward to it.
And for you, Ethan, what does a 28-point outing do for as a season opener do for your confidence?
It definitely helps it. I don't know. I have a routine I stick to, and that's really where my confidence comes from. So.
All right, cool. You guys are excused.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
guys.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
All right, we'll open it up to questions for Coach McCaffery. We'll start here in front, Dave.
Coach, can you just talk about what these last couple of days have been like leading into tonight?
Very businesslike. Your first game's coming up. They're coming quick. Friday, Sunday, Tuesday. There's some bus rides in between. So just try to take a professional approach. We had enough film on them to present a really good scouting report, and we locked into personnel in particular. And like Ethan said, try to focus on what we're going to do. So we sprinkled some stuff in for this week for both teams that we're going to play. Rowan and American U. So I would say the professionalism that they showed was really impressive.
One row back, Josh. Go ahead.
Fran, Dalton and Jay Jones, the two freshmen that got a lot of playing time tonight. I was curious what they've been doing in practice that has you, getting them some significant minutes here early in the season.
They've been really consistent, and I've been playing Jay at both spots. He was primarily a scoring two guard in high school and in AAU. So we're really trying to develop him at both spots. He's got great size. He can shoot it. Dalton, he's just, his energy level, but his skill set is complete. And from day one, he's been incredibly impressive. They both have.
Go to the other side, Jake, in row two.
Coach, you grew up going to games here on Friday nights, playing here in games on Friday nights. Now that you played your first one here, what was it like to coach your first game here?
Well, it was, again, it's amazing. It's an amazing feeling, but once you get to games, it's total focus on the game itself. It's not, what I did before. I played here, I went here. I talked about that at the press conference, right? And it's true. And I will tell you, the first day I went to work at the Palestra was an incredible feeling. That was different. But tonight, all right, we're locked in on what we have to do to beat Rowan. That's simply all that mattered. And that's how we approach every game. And it's my responsibility, my staff's responsibility to get those guys to know and understand that. And they were terrific in that regard. Very few mistakes, a few. That one stretch in the first half when we were up 30 and they scored 11 points relatively quickly, we can't let that happen. We missed, we separated from some 3-point shooters, but we got it back.
You're in the front row, Avery. Go
So
ahead.
we know a key style of your playing or like your coaching is the fast-paced tempo, but also what we saw today was a full court press from the beginning. We see that in the rest of the games, and how do you find the value in that?
My teams, we've had a lot of success with that press, and I'll tell you, it wasn't great today. We extended it, we put some pressure on them, but we gave them some easy shots in transition because we didn't match up quickly enough. We have to be better with our press, but we'll press and we will have success with it.
Stay on that side, third row. Go ahead.
Coach, your team won the rebounding battle by 30 tonight. How impressed and satisfied with how they played off the glass are you?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's a big number. And like I said, the only way you do that is if you rebound at the offensive end. So we got second shot opportunities for our team, and that really breaks the defense down. It makes it hard for them. They feel like they got to stop, and now they got to play defense again. So the way we got after it on the glass was a game changer.
Come back to this side, Josh.
Just general offensive execution. It looked like the ball movement, play movement was fairly crisp early on. First game of the new system. How did you feel like they were?
Yeah, I was very pleased with it. And that we work on that a lot, and that's how we play. We flow right into our motion offense from transition. So now it's screen, move, cut with a purpose. And we did that. We over-penetrated a couple times early. AJ did that. But, boy, he was terrific when we put him back in. He got it figured out.
And behind Josh, Steven.
Coach, you had 10 players play at least 13 minutes today. Obviously, those circumstances were a little different given the school, but is that something you could expect going forward, a 10-man rotation?
I think it's hard to play 13. I feel comfortable playing that many based on who they are, but we'll typically be around 10, 11, but you never know with injury and things that happen, you're going to need everybody.
We'll do one final question here in the front. We'll do last two. We'll get you as well.
I just wanted to. You guys had a great game tonight, but free throws did seem like an area of struggle tonight, especially in the first half. What is something that people do to kind of correct this going?
We just got to get after it in practice and concentrate. You can't miss 16 free throws. I mean, we're too good. I mean, these guys are good players. They worked hard to get to the free throw line. You got to make the other team pay.
And in the back, last question.
So, Coach, what credit can you give your opponent, and how does that change your game plan going into Sunday?
We expected a fight, and I thought they were well prepared. I thought their coaching staff, I know a lot of guys on that staff. When we scheduled Rowan, we kind of knew this is a quality program. This is a program that, is, a traditional winner, and they get good players, and those kids competed. We wore them down a little bit. I think that was obvious, and we were bigger. But, this was a great game for us moving forward.